the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Ducks will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. From the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete out of the backfield.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. 3rd in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that 3rd down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. He's got it, 1st down and more. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. They go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Got his man downfield. On the move at the 30. There he goes. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. They had the 1st down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. On the move, it's Rock. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's
picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Oregon!
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3 and out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick 6.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. bust his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
From the gun, the ground game. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
You know, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play, getting a tackle for loss.
Going to swing it on second down. Looking to the big tight end. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. The passing game continues to be prolific, and as much as Ohio State has been built on toughness, they've been built recently on the efficient passing game.
I mean, so many good quarterbacks. And you know you're going to get great play calling, great offensive design. Ohio State offenses every year, year after year, the names change, but the production continues to be the same.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Runs through the tackle. And he delivers the angry stiff arm, but is greeted by an angrier defense. The Buckeyes want to move quickly. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Converts on 4th down, still going. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Leaves it with the running back. Got enough space. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. He's looking to pass. Touchdown, Ohio State. The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone, it's caught. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Looking deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
No surprise, this offense has their foot on the pedal, trying to take advantage of a defense that struggled in their last game. Obviously, they lost that one, but nice play early, swatting that ball away. That should help this defense's confidence.
Got his man quickly. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for the big play. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
It's a nice job by the receiver working past the sticks. Looked like it was going to be a first down by the offense, but how about the physical play knocking that ball loose?
Hunt is on its way. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. To the air on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And you know the line they kick around at Ohio State, Woody Hayes, forward pass, 2 of the 3 things that can happen are bad. Woody had dudes like this, he'd be spinning that magic bean all over this place.
You ain't lying. My, how times have changed. Now it is pass, pass, pass. Find explosive playmakers like this on the outside. Get them the football.
Off the play fake. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Offense scoops it up and still going.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to adjust the pattern. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He fires a bullet to the right. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll ride the hot hand. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Second down, they'll go to the air. They're working that left side. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation. because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
This is a great play by the defensive back. And I think one of the hardest things to do as a DB is you're covering a receiver deep down the field, your back's to the play, you've got to turn your shoulder, locate the football, and then swat it away. That DB did an outstanding job in coverage.
He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. On the move. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. This drive facing a little adversity now. A 10-yard loss leaves them with 2nd and 20. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Worthy. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Direct snap. Fighting off the defender. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration so my running back can fall forward just like that and get it.
And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks! You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Virginia Tech managed to avoid a bitter defeat by scratching out a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some around Blacksburg had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. A collision between ranked teams always impacts the big picture, fellas, and it appears that's the case again today.
How about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Using his legs at slot. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Somehow got the screen into that traffic. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Here's the handoff. Got enough for the first. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
And the Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Grab behind the line. It's up. He's not quite going to make it to the sticks. It'll be 4th down from the 36. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets rid of it. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Got it behind the line. It's Worthy. Getting closer and closer to midfield. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling past and kind of
under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And we saw this QB in the last drive. He had some success, right? The defense does a much better job getting to him, irritating him, frustrating him, and then most importantly, being able to catch him. And usually that's by committee, right? Not one guy going to get him on the ground. Nice job by the defense.
He's going to fire deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's 3rd down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Takes a hit as he fires.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Ducks will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Blasted as he lets it go. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And those long shots, man, I tell you what, it takes a little bit longer to develop. So as a quarterback, you know you got to buy a little bit of time. Mad respect, man. Hanging in there, knowing he's going to get hit, but still making the big play down the field.
Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. He was all by himself out there. Someone just lost track of their assignment.
And that's so frustrating because you want to make offenses earn it. And you don't want to give up big plays and bust coverages and let people run wide open, especially good players. Like, you know this guy's a good player, and you let him run wide open down the field.
Throws to the tight end. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I don't don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Working on the right. Breaks into the open. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Going right to work up top. Going for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position. In fact, they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game. Just run the ball and take it into half.
And the quarterback brought up to and sacked at the 12.
And listen, the quarterback drops back. He's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the go.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on 1st down. He lets one fly deep. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Just about set to put toe to leather as we are deadlocked here in the 3rd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made. Oh, he's got some space. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quarterback moving. Makes the grab. It's Slater. At midfield, he's got room. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The short hands, it's Slater. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. I think that receiver really had two choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he's going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these go routes. He catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on fourth down. The pull and throw off the RPO. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
The noise level is relentless here on second down. Looking to fire. Dumps it to the back. Caught near the sticks. It's Worthy. Touchdown, Oregon! And that one will give them the lead.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Washington State has been almost unstoppable today offensively. Between the game plan and the play calling and the execution, it's been darn near perfection. They're up by 17 over Florida State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Buckeyes can really attack on this second and short. Creates a little space. They push it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
And you know what? The best third down offense is don't get the third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You can tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard. Got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on second down?
A strike downfield. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next...
Turning it on! Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Run in the red zone. It's brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
And that was a nice second down run and setting up third and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Buckeyes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Buckeyes. The defense gets it done with a huge interception return.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll pull it down.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. Everything in the playbook is open to him.
And the Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Makes the catch. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
Snap it to the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Now the play fake. Scrambling away. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And I love this defense continues to get home and bring pressure. Another sack, their 3rd sack of the game. They just keep applying pressure, and it's working. Do not stop.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. This quarterback part of their running game. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So first down will open up the final send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting that, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And that's just a force by the quarterback. They're throwing it into cover 3. It's a zone coverage. And if you're going to try to throw it deep down the middle, you need another route to occupy the safety and take him away. There was nothing there that time.
He'll try to take it back. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we could put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Looking downfield on first down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Picks up the first down. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. To the air on first down. Moving away from pressure. Fires on the move. Got his man on the right. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going.
And they'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. So they see the potential tying score wiped out by the penalty, and now time is starting to be against them. They'll line up for a second down play. Right back to him on the ground. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Makes the grab. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on second and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And both sides of the ball late in the football game coming together. Defense forces the turnover. Offense punches it in. 2-possession lead in this fourth quarter.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. They just needed a few inches, and the defense knocked them down in the backfield. So they've got the lead. They can make it a 2-score game with a chip shot field goal, but instead, the offense is out there on 4th down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Fitted in the window for the
score. You know, good teams just know how to close games out. And you're seeing that right now with this team, right? Their defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they padded their lead. And this just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. The Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Forced out of the pocket. Rolling right and going deep. And he reels it in inside the 30.
And this offense is going to have to do more of this, right? They're going to have to be aggressive, attack the side.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play with the officials on the field. We're right, and the play will stand. Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. They'll run the screen. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Got it near midfield, and the returner is stopped. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And the Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Quickly complete. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Got a man. It's Worthy. Lots of running room. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ducks! What a run for this playmaker to just elude the defense and get in for the score.
And I tell you what, defensively, you can't let this guy get on the edges. You cannot give up contain. When your defensive ends, you got to stay outside. You got to make sure you know this guy's going to scramble and try to make plays, and you got to make sure you keep him in the pocket.
They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Coastal Carolina has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet there on the surf turf in Conway. They're up by 8 over Liberty. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Big 3rd down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. From the gun, wants to pass. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Oregon. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And we knew coming in, these teams were very similar. Both really good football teams, but executing down the stretch might be the difference in the football game. How about that offense? Going down the field, they're an extra point away from tying this up, and we still got more football.
And that critical extra point was good, and we are locked up late. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. The give on the inside. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
The Buckeyes line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll pull it on the read. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. 3rd down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he was able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving and keep the sticks rolling.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in
4th. And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down.
The defense can taste blood in the water. They've got 4th down. They know that the offense can't try to kick a field goal. They need one more stop. I wouldn't be surprised if they get aggressive here and bring an all-out blitz.
Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Quarterback keeps it. Breaks into the open. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone. They executed that perfectly.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's going to take off. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Timeout is called with just a single second left. The line of scrimmage is the 25. It'll be a 42-yard kick for the win. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. The line of scrimmage is the 25. It'll be a 42-yard kick for the win. From 42 yards out, he calls ball game. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.